Oh, hey. Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Oh yeah, we talking about Minnesota today. Actually, we'll talk about Minnesota.
Why not?
All right, back to Connecticut accents. The most boring accent in all of the country.
Whatever.
Arguable. There is upstate New York. Which is basically the
that's
same
a
thing,
funny-
but even more boring.
That's a funny accent.
That's pretty much.
We call walleye Wally.
Wally.
Right, Wally.
All right, let's do an intro though. All right, everybody. Hello, welcome to the channel. If you have not been here before, my name is Nate.
My name is Max.
And today we're going over some ideas for future videos. We've kind of kept touching on this through the last ones. But today we're kind of really, we're not building a set schedule, but we're kind of just going to talk about where each of us are going to end up and plans for this year, because hopefully it'll be a big year for fishing, hunting, outdoors, and for the channel, because I'm going away to college in the fall, so I'm trying to do some crazy stuff before then.
Imagine being that old already.
I'm an old man. Yeah. But the main thing is also I don't know how much I'll be able to put out when I get to college,
Right.
so it may become more sparse then. So the more cool shit we can do before then would be pretty sweet.
Exactly.
So before that, we're doing our guide service plug early on, like we did last time. We have 2 more weeks of ice fishing, so that's kind of getting closed on for time for that. But my favorite guide to go on and teach people is river trout fishing, which is coming up right after that in April. And
Arguably the best.
It's definitely, it's probably the best.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of guiding. Like as a guy, that's my favorite to do. But so yeah, definitely go adjust the camera. There we go.
Camera.
But definitely go and sign up for that. I have links down below. You can either DM me through the Instagram, or go to the website, call me, email me, or just book it straight through the website. Up to 3 people. So if you and a couple buddies want to go, then sign up for it. Come fishing with me. Maybe Max if he tags along. Who knows? Maybe I'll allow him. Or you can request him by name and have him come along too. But alrighty, so video ideas. So near future, that's the easy ones. We're ice fishing this weekend. Well, even more close, like literally next few weeks. So we're ice fishing this weekend for 2 days. So hopefully a video out of one of the days.
2 whole days.
Yeah, last weekend we had an awful day, and then I had a day where I was out with younger guys, so I was just like, all right, I'll put them on. We actually had a pretty damn good day, but I'm like, all right, I'll just put them on fish, not deal with filming while I'm running basically
Whole operation.
16 tip-ups with me being the only one that actually does anything with them. They just go and catch them and leave them, and I fix them, so not very fun for recording as well. But this weekend it'll be Max and I, my father, so obviously I can record a little more easily. Max can obviously help record. After ice fishing, because Connecticut trout season closes for about a month and a half at the end of February. So once February's over, ice fishing's over on most lakes. We have a couple lakes near us that don't have trout, so we can still fish those if there's ice into March, which, we have thick, 8 inches right now, pretty much. So it might actually hold into March if it stays as cold as it's looking, which is cool because then we can keep ice fishing.
I just don't want the snow anymore.
Yeah, the snow's annoying. We keep getting hit with snow. And then you get like 3-4 inches on the ice. That sucks. But after that, it's coyote hunting, which I'm excited for. Connecticut, we talked about it in our gun thing. You have to have a ammo certificate, so I'm applying for that sometime this week. So hopefully I'll have it in a few weeks and can then buy the proper ammo. And then we can go shotgun hunt some yotes or find some private property and maybe rifle hunt them too, which little tag team.
All right. That could be taken in a lot of wrong ways.
You're the one that took it that wrong way.
Okay, but some other people...
especially when you went awkward silence.
Let's just clarify that we mean
shooting coyotes.
Yes, yeah.
Like, it's not the WWE. It's not explicit websites. But
I never knew that was there. I didn't know that was a thing.
The hell does it say? OHT? No idea what that means. It's Minnesota.
Minnesota Gophers.
And we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But so then after that, coyote hunting is trout fishing, followed very quickly by turkey hunting. So you
crappie. Don't forget about crappie.
Crappie will be right behind trout fishing too. So there's definitely videos out of those two types of fishing because those are some of our favorites to do.
Oh yeah.
Turkey hunting, we'll try to get good video out of it. Obviously that's a little tougher. Obviously gonna have something to record and proper recording for it to happen. But even if I shoot one that's not on camera, you'll see it on Instagram. So go follow me there for sure. Again, link down below. I just keep plugging myself. I'm gonna keep I'm sneaking them in the whole podcast. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna keep plugging. That'll be annoying. But then, so now we're into April, and him and I were actually just talking about it because we were talking about the idea of this video about like doing different things, and we both learned. I was actually gonna ask him to go with me somewhere over April break, and then I heard he's going somewhere April break, which is wait, what week is your April break? We'll find out, bud. Mine's the 12th. So if yours is the week before, then you might actually be able to come with me.
Yeah.
Possibly. But I'll let him talk about his first. What he's doing.
So
for April break. Oh, before that we might both actually have videos with his. I don't know if it'll be because he has his own channel, but he hasn't been posting on it. So I don't know if he'll
2 years, I think.
Yeah, it's been too long. But we were also talking about him vamping his channel up, so there could be the videos there, or they might be here, but hopefully they'll be there, and we can kind of build our channels together, which would be sweet. Yeah. All right, but go on. Sorry.
All right. So we're going, my family and I, with one of our close friends. We are going down to Florida, and we rented a house down there and a boat, so probably some Florida fishing.
Florida fishing kicks ass still.
Florida, I've never been that far.
Where exactly in Florida, or do you not know yet? I don't think it matters.
I got no details.
But but yeah, obviously, whatever kind of fishing you do there, it's something different from what we show. So that's pretty bad. I mean, we had the one video from Cabo of my dad catching a big rooster fish. So that was like our big different thing early in the channel. But since then, we've kind of gone Connecticut through and through. But for me, my godfather lives out in Missouri, outside St. Louis. So that's on the table for me, definitely. At first, I was looking at coyote hunting, and that from April 1st till April 19th, when their turkey season starts. And coyote hunt, because they don't want people shooting up the woods before turkey season. And then before I knew when the turkey season was, I said, okay, I'm just going to go and turkey hunt then, so I can just turkey hunt somewhere else. And then I learned, okay, turkey hunting's the 19th, but my break's the week before. So that sucks. But then I kept research. I love my hunting research. I was all on
going.
And then that's towards the end of their the snow goose conservation season, when they go and shoot like massive amounts of birds. I might do that, but most likely if I go out, it'll be a lot of crappie fishing, which you see on the channel already, but it's somewhere where it's ridiculous. That's what one of the things Missouri's known for. And then also hybrids and freshwater stripers, maybe. Obviously, they're near St. Louis, so near the Missouri River as well, so I might fish that. Catfish. There's a lot of good catfish ponds around them. I know that. They've told me that. Crappie and catfish are the big ones in their area, so who knows?
That would be fun.
But yeah, that's kind of like my tentative sort of idea for April break. I don't know if that'll stick, if that'll change. But that's my idea. If that doesn't happen, maybe I'll go somewhere and do something different.
Yeah.
Because I kind of want to open up different types of videos and stuff to the people, but also put myself through different experiences. So maybe go somewhere for a few days and try to turkey hunt, like down south or something. Go somewhere and fish, like somewhere totally different. Like your brother did the steelhead trip up in New York. I was thinking of maybe doing something like that. Maybe dragging my father or a friend along or something. Well, that depends if you and I are on the same April break or
Right.
not. So you got to check that. If we could each get our own separate one, that would be kick ass, especially for videos. Oh my god, and just pump videos out.
Oh yeah.
And then, yeah, like I said, I could drag you and another buddy along if we go do something like that, and then we could obviously split expenses, which would make it a little cheaper on all of our pockets.
Right.
Yeah, I have a story up on my Instagram currently. If you're watching it live or if you're watching it soon after, that you can go on and shoot some ideas to us about. So if you guys want to see something specific, or you want to see something again that we've already done, see us do something completely new, even if it's not surrounding like April break or going somewhere else, if you just want to see something done that we, like I said, like that we've done before, or something that we just haven't touched on enough so far, then obviously go and just put that in the story, or you can just contact us some other way.
Yeah.
But that's what this whole video is about, or this whole podcast is about, is just shooting off ideas.
Just go.
So I don't know why, I just literally just thought of like that whole Steelhead, the Salmon River up in New York.
That would be cool.
That would be pretty kick ass. Even if it's just like a day trip, and then like sleep over one night and then
Right.
fish one day and then just drive home after that day or something like that.
Yeah.
Because what is it? 5.5, 6 hours up to there or something like that. So I think it's 6 or so.
I don't know.
Give or take.
My uncle goes up there sometimes,
Yeah.
so we could talk to him too.
About it.
Yeah, because I know.
That might be on the idea list.
Yeah, because his family fished it a while back.
Mhm. Yeah, like I said, if I'm gonna do a bigger trip, Missouri is probably my number one go-to, because that's also completely like I've been to upstate New York in the past and stuff, so
Right.
Missouri is something completely different, which would be not only fun for me, but
Good
great
with
for
everything.
videos,
Right.
great for new experiences, stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna keep running ideas off of different things. The only thing with that is it's hard to go saltwater during that time of the year unless you go way south. So that kind of is out of it, because I'm not going way south.
Too humid.
Too humid.
I hate humidity.
Yeah, like I said, maybe going turkey hunting way south. I don't know about that.
Dude,
Especially with turkey hunting, it costs a lot of money to get
Well,
the
yeah.
out-of-state permits and stuff, because that's like a high level
Yeah.
type of hunting. So I don't know about that. I don't know, maybe go try a totally different type of fishing, like that steelhead fishing, or just another idea. But then, so talking about that, so that's April.
April.
So then turkey season's right after, more crappie and trout fishing,
Summer.
then saltwater fishing, and then summer's where it gets crazy.
It's where Minnesota.
Max
comes
runs
into
off
play.
in Minnesota
every summer.
every summer.
And I didn't go
And-
that summer, but
Yeah, because of COVID, stupid COVID. But I've been talking for years of going to Minnesota,
him and his father.
and this might finally be the year I do it before I go off to college. So we'll talk about Minnesota real quick, but then there is another trip after that I would like to talk about.
Oh, and we'll
That will also be on the channel. But I want to shoot some ideas off of you for Minnesota.
Guess what?
So obviously we can go there and fish. What were you gonna say? Wait, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna start posting videos, and guess what? You're gonna hate it, but I don't give a shit. There's gonna be chickens on there. There's gonna be hunting and fishing too. That's it.
Hell yeah.
And probably some more things. But yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Sorry.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
All right, but so hopefully I'll be able to go out to Minnesota, even if it's for a week or two. But I know Max and I talked about this past year. But if I go to Minnesota, we'll obviously fish the lakes around there. His grandparents live on a lake, so we'll fish that a bunch. But we were also talking about taking a trip to a larger lake, and then either taking like either one of the Great Lakes or Lake Mille Lacs or something like that, and then doing a guide or a charter.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing
we did-
that.
We did a guide on Lake Mille. I can
Lake
talk
Mille
about it.
Lacs.
Yeah, Mille Lacs Lake. At least I hope I can. But my uncle, myself, my father, aka the gnome, and my cousin Isabel, we all went fishing there for walleye, and that was great. Our guide
remember
was
that.
great. So yeah,
Mhm.
it was fun, really fun.
Yeah, but the thing with theirs, you could go to Mille Lacs, do muskie. I don't know what's in season in that time. I know walleye is everywhere. That's the season. Because I know that's what they do in the Great Lakes. Like Lake Erie's huge for walleye. Obviously, that's the whole other side.
Pike overrun the lake. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it with extreme, but chances are you're gonna catch a pike more than anything else. A pike
I'm down for
alongside
that.
a bass too.
Okay.
We've never pulled out. Well, I haven't at least. Not a giant pike out of there, but my great grandfather, I think he did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how much.
But yeah, we could fish. Or we could. How far is your grandparents' place from the Lake Superior?
So that's up
Crow
in
County,
Duluth.
right?
Yeah, Crow County. I think it's about 2 hours. My grandfather and I took a trip up there not too long, or like 2 years ago. It was about 2 hours, I think.
Oh, it's only 2 hours.
Yeah. Issue is, I don't know where the hell you fish on that lake.
Anywhere.
It's
Hey, that's not for me to choose,
dude.
dude.
It was awesome.
It's
We went up
enormous.
there.
Dude, the Great Lakes are enormous.
It's cold too. Freezing
Yeah.
cold, that lake. It's like stays around 30 to 35 to 45.
I don't know what the
degrees.
top thing in Lakes. I fished Lake Michigan before, and that's a big salmon and trout lake.
Yeah.
So I'd be down to. I don't know exactly what Lake Superior is known
They're
for.
down. My grandfather was saying they were down on trout because they had some.
In Superior.
Yeah, in Superior. It was some like eel thing. I think it's at the Salmon River. Same thing, but like not as bad.
Yeah,
Some eel thing that like latches onto them and like sucks.
lampreys.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, it says it's known for trout, salmon, and walleye.
Yeah.
So during that time of the year, it'd probably be walleye.
Right.
Which no complaints. But yeah, that's in the talks. Which means you and I better bust our ass and work.
I'm hitting pike big time.
Yeah.
This I really because my grandfather and I we've been talking about it. Olson's Lake, which is literally right next to us, Olson Lake. Giant. Nobody. There's 2 people that live on it, but one dude died last summer, and he was old. He didn't even fish on it. The other dude just owns property, but he doesn't go on it. And there's my grandfather's friend.
Big old
both of
pike.
them. There is huge pike because nobody fishes.
You and I
it.
might have to take a quick trip there.
Dude, it's literally right across the road. I
Mhm.
scared a deer.
Well, the thing is now that I'm a few years into my license, like I've done first of all, I've driven long trips already. My family's known for taking road trips, so as soon as I got a license, I was already doing 5-6 hour drives. So I could easily do that on my own. And then second, how far is it of a drive? Like 16 hours? It's more than that, right?
When you drive my grandparents takes
Knowing me, I'd probably try to do it in one
yeah
fucking day.
it takes
It's not
2.5. It takes 2.5 days with my grandparents, but my parents, our best time was 22 hours straight.
Oh, so I'd probably do it in 2 days. But.
Yeah, but it was
But I think until that, and then like I said before, April break, whatever kind of trip I do, Max does, depending on how each of us go about it. If he's going to be with me, if I'm going to have another buddy or whatnot, where I go, I'm going to be obviously work stacking money for funds. I already have savings, but obviously if I can add to it and
more doesn't hurt.
More never hurts.
Yeah.
Especially if we're then gonna like go do a charter on a Great Lake or something like that. Obviously, gas money to get out to Minnesota. But like getting out there, getting to places, stuff like that. So we're gonna have to make money.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You gotta get a damn job. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I was offered haying with. I was gonna go, Jen, Herbie's daughter. I was gonna go do that, but. That was the weekend. Remember we were ice fishing? I messed my ankle. Not ice fishing.
Oh, with your ankles a little
yeah.
junky.
Yeah, it was weird. But
yeah, I did hay for a summer. It's tough work, but if you're a big strong dude, you can do it. You are, so that helps. But yeah, making money. I'm probably gonna get a raise at my job, which is good. Working even more hours, especially during the summer. So like if I go to Minnesota in like July or whatever, I can work early June to mid July and just work 5-6 days a week and just build savings for that. Because obviously I'm a natural saver, so I don't spend money like crazy. So I can just stack money underneath me and then hopefully have money for trips and stuff.
Yeah. We've been talking our plan. It's kind of spotty yet, but I don't remember what we were talking. Sometime in June, like mid to late.
For going to Minnesota? Yeah. I wouldn't go like when you guys first go. I'd meet you out there at some point, but
hopefully I can do it the old-fashioned way and just stay the whole summer.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather's like, "Well, hey, we got the farm not too far away from here. You could get a job there. And
that's a very good point.
Adam's bosses offered me a job. They're like, hey,
like just helping out at the place.
Yeah, because they own a restaurant there, and they call my brother Ferda, like Ferda.
Yeah,
he goes, oh, hey, little Ferda, you ever spend time out here in the summer? You know, you always got a job here. So I was like, sweet.
Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah.
Because then literally you're there having fun and then work a few days a week, put some cash in your pocket.
Not bad.
And then then you don't even need to like work the spring or anything.
Right.
You can, like, if we're going to go do that charter, you can just use that to like build a little money and then we can split it.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, then your father would probably want to go, or your brother or someone, and your grandfather, anybody out there that wants to go could go. Ronnie Kins. And knowing him, he'd probably chip money into.
Yeah. He'd probably try and pay for all.
Oh, he'd probably try to pay for the whole thing. I would not let him. If he's letting me stay at his place and stuff, I wouldn't let him pay for that.
Yeah, my grandmother, she smokes her cigarettes, drinks her alcohol, and plays some computer games.
And that's all she does.
Yeah, well, she
keeps kicking.
Yeah, she goes swimming sometimes. She's like, it's good for my
goes
legs.
Fishing every once in a while.
Yeah, I bring her. Oh my god, it's so funny. I bring her fishing. Ooh. She catches a fish. Ooh, I got one back. Ooh.
What's that picture of her with like a big crappie?
Oh yeah.
That's a legendary. I love that picture. Yeah, I mean, those are kind of the first ideas I thought of. So, because those are obviously open areas where I can fill in time. But so I'll lay out the foundations so that they know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm very happy because it falls during turkey season. But my school, instead of finals, because we're an IB school, so we take IB exams through May instead of finals, and those just got canceled because of the lockdowns.
Oh.
So first of all, that means hopefully more time turkey hunting and fishing time.
Sick,
more time to work to get more money, because money's a good thing.
Yeah.
But ultimately that'll put a little less stress on me because we have all of our big projects and stuff, but because of those, they're not at the end of the year, they're right now. So those will be done by the end of March. So after that, I'm stress-free, coast work through school, dude. So I am like, I mean, our teachers might put like minor finals on us, but they're not going to stack it on us.
Nothing crazy.
Because now our projects to get the IB diploma, which is just a special diploma. But to get that, now our projects mean even more, which makes me think they're not going to put the extra stress at the end of the year with like extreme finals. I know my math teacher will do it, but
it's always.
But that at least that one's expected. But like I'll expect like easy ones.
Yeah.
But that opens time up is my point. So that means more fishing, more. I can go places on weekends and like travel a little bit to do stuff, which is good. So like, we can make those runs to other lakes that we've been talking about trying. I found a good trout lake up in the northwest of the state, like ridiculous trout fishing. So maybe it's about an hour and a half away, which isn't terrible, but it's not like you just go and do that. So maybe we could hit there. My dad's buddy up at Bantam Lake has the place now, so we could definitely take a weekend or two there. His son might come to us too for if we have a long weekend. So maybe like if it's April break and like I'll go wherever at the start of the week, come back on like Thursday, then he'll come to us Friday and fish Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because dude, that kid, he's 10 years old and just loves fishing. So my dad's like, literally, dude, just take him on bait and catch big crappie, take him to the river and catch trout, and then the third day we can go saltwater, or you can take him wherever the hell you want and just give him like a full weekend of just fishing.
He'd love it.
And I wouldn't complain about it because it's fishing. Yeah. And I love putting people, like I literally work as a guide, so I love putting people on fish as a living. So, but that's another thing that might be happening. So, like I said, with the thing this past weekend, when I'm doing stuff like that, usually I don't do videos because I'm more focused on having the person catch fish, especially with younger kids. But that's just stupid little minute details. But it's something to consider. Like, I think you and I, and obviously parents and stuff, and school and all that, like banging out a schedule beforehand. Me with my work schedule, so then like we can be like, all right, we're doing this then, all right, that's set like 2 months in advance. So we know it's coming. Everybody knows it's coming. It's scheduled. This is what's happening.
Right.
Same thing with the summer. So like obviously you go to Minnesota the whole summer, so you don't have to worry about that scheduling thing, but I can say like I'm going like, I don't know, theoretically July 10th to July 25th or something like that. So like that's my slot going to Minnesota. You all know I'm going to Minnesota. I'm going to Minnesota and we're catching fish in Minnesota.
Sounds good to me.
Speaking of that farm, you should ask him if I can coyote hunt it.
Oh,
That'd
yeah.
be pretty kick-ass.
Yeah.
Hunt up in Minnesota because you don't need a license to coyote hunt there. I don't think. I think that's one of the states where it's open game.
I
Pretty much.
don't think
I
so.
think I remember reading that you don't need a license.
Only because when you walk in the bait store, they have a poster with a bounty for wolves. So I really don't think
That's the most Minnesota thing I've ever heard.
It's like $50 for.
I don't know what other cool stuff could we try out. That's the question.
Especially
over the summer. Well, the summer, if you do go to Minnesota the whole summer, then that kind of just leaves me to do it.
Right.
But even if you just brainstorm ideas for that, you and I just take a weekend to go do something.
Yeah, I'll hopefully be getting my boat. I passed the boat course, but I need to
just get the license.
To like do the in person.
Then you're gonna buy a nice new boat.
Yeah,
you should get a boat, dude. I'm telling you.
No, I was talking about bow.
Oh, boat. I just said boat.
No, but
you should still buy a boat.
Yeah, I should. But yeah, speaking of that, there's probably going to be a lot of hunting videos around hunting season
in the fall from Max at least.
We just got permission from one of our friends. Anytime, go and hunt there.
Should ask him.
And that's where I shot my first deer.
Yeah, should ask if he wants us to do a coyote control in the coming up soon.
He wouldn't mind because we were
watching or looking at trail cam pics.
Yeah,
and there's coyotes all over it.
And I was turkey hunting there, and literally you go walk. There's fresh coyote scat. Yeah, like steaming.
Ask him if he wants me to come and deal with him, and obviously you can tag him.
I don't think he would mind very much.
Most guys that are deer hunters and turkey hunters do not mind, especially if they don't have to go and do it.
Right.
Light work. But I don't know. What other ideas do you have? Anything bouncing around in that head? Boing boing. Let's see if we got an update for anything. Any ideas from anybody? Nope. All right.
I don't know, but I just thought about this. Forgot. That order of chicks I was supposed to get. Well, all the bad weather out. It's getting cold. Yeah, that got postponed to like June 7th.
God damn.
Yeah, I was like June.
So you were weren't you supposed to get them next week or this week?
Yeah, this coming up week. The 25th. I was supposed to.
So they pushed it to June, maybe because of hatchery.
Yeah. So I emailed the lady and she's like, it's not set in stone yet, but you probably won't be getting them this month.
Jesus Christ!
I was like, shit.
That's BS.
But yeah.
Are you guys planning on getting anything else for the? Are you still are turkeys still in the talk or?
Fish, probably not. But they were talking. The gnome was talking about pigs. He's like, "Well, I'm gonna get some pallets." And my mom's like, "Chris, we're not. I don't think we can get pigs." He's like, "It's all right.
Yeah.
We'll check the rules or whatever." So I don't know. Probably not, but maybe.
I have a feeling if that happens, you'll do videos on whatever that is.
Yeah.
Because you said you're gonna start doing chicken videes.
Yeah.
So even if.
Might as well.
Just that, if something else obviously happens in the backyard.
Chickens are outdoors, so might as well.
I don't know. My dad and I are talking about. I've been waging war. If you follow my Instagram, you've seen my war with squirrels. I think I posted 2 or 3 pictures of squirrels I've shot off our feeder. I call them feeder bandits. This last one, dude, I literally chased her through the yard and she came back the next day, and then I chased her off again. And she just kept coming back, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. Shot her. So I have that pelt tanning in the basement, or salting in the basement as we speak. But then also we have a big problem with sparrows because sparrows are invasive. So my dad and I are in the talks of getting a pellet gun and
that'd be fun.
Getting rid of all the pests in one go, like getting a 22 cal and just having fun with it.
Dude,
smacking sparrows and squirrels, and we have a rabbit problem too. And
oh yeah,
it's slowed down because of the snow, because now they can't get down and tear up the grass. But before that, we had planted new grass, and they just went and annihilated that. But the tracks are all over the snow.
Yeah, even I think a fox or something, because I've seen the cat prints out in the snow, but there's something bigger that's like walking like much bigger.
Well, you've had that fox there for a while. We gotta shoot that thing.
That little
or trap, and he won't go in the trap.
Yeah, no, I
shoot that.
Oh wow! Speaking of traps, this is hilarious.
Uh-oh.
I went to Tractor Supply the other day. The gnome and I were going to get some food. Go back. He's like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Look at this trap. This thing is like that. It's like this high. This trap is huge, and it's like a bonus squirrel and rabbit trap in the inside for like $80, I think it was.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
like, holy. The gnome's like,
yeah, there may be a new air gun in the talks, and that might be a
Dude,
video in
that
itself.
would be
Die on
fun.
that and Insta. Don't tell my mom. But that would be good.
Why
Little squirrel or sparrow sniping video.
Mike, why is
Dude, you have no
$100
idea how many sparrows we have in our yards.
everywhere?
Oh my god! Because then, like down our fence line, there's like a spot where all the birds drop and feed, dude. And literally just like there'll be like 15, 20 sparrows at a time, plus like 4 or 5 on the feeder. And then like one day we saw like 8 on the feeder at one time, and they just swarm.
It's
and I'm
gonna
like,
keep getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
It's not good. I mean, it's actually hilarious. This is kind of off topic.
Well, for anybody watching that doesn't know, sparrows are an invasive species, and like people think, oh, cute, cuddly little bird. No, they'll literally go in, like if there's a birdhouse and there's like a bluebird in there or something, they'll go in and like kill the chicks and like rip the nest out. They're nasty little shit. Like they're like the definition of invasive. That and like they overfeed areas like with the feeder and even like that natural area like I was just talking about on our wood line, like that's a natural feeding area, and they just hit the hell out of that.
I decapitated one. Like no, it literally snapped it. Yeah, I just pumped it like 20 times just for fun. Literally the head off, like the head actually.
Yeah, Max has a pellet gun, so he shoots them in his yard a decent bit. I need to get one then. Because I mean, I have a bigger problem with them than you now. You used to have a ton of them.
Yeah.
For no reason too. Because did you guys even have a feeder before?
Yeah,
you had a feeder.
Yeah, but we had a bluebird nest, like some legit a family of bluebirds. Cut like a few months later, they're gone. Like it's just gone, and you see sparrows.
Yeah, they're nasty.
There's an old green post.
Well, it's like that was the problem I have with the squirrels on the feeder too. Dude, literally right before I shot this last one, I watched it chase and grab a blue jay. Literally, like almost, literally got a hang of it for a second, then like let it go because it was chasing it away from the feeder, dude. I'm like, holy! Like literally, as I'm loading the gun up, I'm watching this thing freaking like chasing and like swiping at birds. I'm like, yeah, you're getting shot right in the face.
Jesus.
Shot right to the eye, dude. She didn't go much further.
Yeah,
but
the chickens don't like any sort of birds. Songbirds,
squirrels,
dude, they chase them. They literally, the songbirds will be eating like back in the summer. They see them and they go in like they're stalking.
Well, the squirrels too. We took one out of your yard.
Yeah, they don't captain.
Smack that mofo with the pellet gun.
You don't like them. Yeah, I saw another one. I had the shed doors open and I was walking out a few days ago. You see it come down. It's on the shed roof. It looks at me because the doors are open and it's like trying to go in the shed. And so I go like this, and it just runs.
Yeah, I'm not sure if when we get one, if I want to get a really high powered 1.7, like a really fast like zapper one.
Yeah.
Because that'll really whack squirrels. But then just get like higher green bullets, or just get a 22 air rifle and just
send them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I shoot them with a hollow point 22 subsonic right now, and that just beats the pelt up a little bit. So like a steel 22 air pellet would be nice because it wouldn't open up and rip it to pieces and shit.
Remember those skunks?
Oh my god, never shoot a skunk. I hope they never come back.
Dude, that's disgusting.
Dude, the raccoons are going crazy on the perch we've been throwing up. It's all like strewn in like the stream and stuff, so you know they're sitting there like washing it.
Yeah, I freaking love it.
I was like, oh, it's all gone. I wonder what's happened. I look down, it's like a bunch of it in the stream of like raccoons.
Oh man. I honestly love raccoons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Like, I'll kill a possum for sure, but raccoons, I kill a raccoon. If we did something, I'd kill it.
Mhm.
But like, I don't know, I love them. I don't know why.
Do you know what I wish I had a place, because we don't have them much in the on farms and stuff you'll see them, but starlings, that would be a fun one to go shoot.
Yeah,
because they're
Yeah.
invasive too.
there's a lot in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Oops. I know where to go shoot starlings now. But they're on farms and stuff a lot of the time, so that maybe, I don't know. Because I feel like that would be even more fun to shoot than sparrows, because they get an even bigger, they get flocks.
Right. There's another farm. It's see, it's a little bit down the road. I was trying to think how to describe it, but whatever. It's literally like
Close.
half a mile down the road. Probably a mile actually, because our driveway's a quarter mile. So probably about a mile down the road. So but it's like nice big open farm fields, and there's like all kinds. You see deer in there, turkeys, everything.
Probably Yodis.
I'm sure wolves too. There's a lot of wolves up there.
Should definitely ask around and see if we could Yodi hunt a place or two.
Yeah.
Especially those farms. First of all, if the guys are hunting there, they probably want them gone. Or if it's like a livestock farm, they'll definitely want them.
Well, speaking of livestock, they do a big haying and cattle operation. You get out to the main.
That one or a different one?
Different
Okay.
Different one. You get to the main road, which is about like 5 miles away, and you go down like another 5 miles probably. And
maybe ask that. Do you know the guys there? Or?
I don't, but my grandfather might.
Yeah, definitely ask around and see if we can get a day or two of coyote hunting in there.
Yeah,
that would be pretty sweet.
Because those dudes, they raise cattle. You'll see right on the side of the road, they have these giant Hereford bulls.
Yeah,
tankers. Shit. Oh, they're big muscle. Boom, boom. It's awesome.
Yeah, we could we should also try to get a scope for the 223.
Yeah,
maybe that'll be your birthday present.
Oh yeah.
I gotta look at what kind of rails on it. I don't remember exactly, but maybe that'll be a birthday present for you.
No, that's really. I'm sure my grandfather probably has a scope.
For that?
Probably. I don't know. He's Ronniekins. He's got all kinds.
He's got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, but you could do like a more compact one. So
yeah,
because with that gun especially, you want to be shooting out like 400 or 500 yards. So like one that you could like dial and shoot like up to like 200 pretty comfortably, but then you could also pattern the shotgun underneath pretty cleanly. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Because I bet if you dial the top barrel pretty well, the bottom one's shooting right underneath it.
Oh yeah.
So you could probably dial it in pretty tight.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine shooting like buckshot with a scope on the top and just whacking Yodis at like 50 yards with a scope buck shotgun, dude. Oh my god. Yeah. That's an annihilator. With a 223 on top of it, just sizzling around up. But yeah, nice little compact, like $300 scope or something would be perfect for that.
Yeah. Oh, guess what? This is good news. The gnome was talking to me. He's like, I want to do serious deer hunting this year. It's like, I want to put in a lot of money and a lot of time into it now. So this year, we could be pumping out some pretty damn good videos of deer, because I'm sure Mr. Breton has zero issue if you hunt on the property.
Well, are you trying to find rifle properties too?
No. Well,
or you're just gonna bow hunt the shit out of?
Yeah. Mr. Breton, he doesn't care. He's like shotgun,
whatever,
bow, doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think because I want to shoot a deer with a shotgun. I think it'll be fun. Something about it.
A little slug
and there's a lot of blood too, so that's cool. And you'll actually be able to find it.
Oh yeah, no worries about that if you put a good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think over that. Dude, that Salmon River in New York sounds. I wonder what the best, if you can do that in the summer too. And fishing that, because then even if we don't do it I don't go do it during April break.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Do you remember the guys your brother did it with? Dude, look at these friggin' things.
No, I think
15-pound steel he did.
Him and Maxwell, and I don't know, Maxwell's dad.
I'll just look at this one guy and see, like,
dude,
they seem to like do it through the year.
Hardcore pike, man, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, they do it through the year. So we could do that another time too.
Oh,
I didn't just look at prices, but just kind of keep it in the back of our heads. And again, your brother did, and
Yeah.
Maxwell did it, so we could ask them more questions about it, exactly who they went with. So
Maxwell. So
I'd love to get him on a video sometime.
We could do Lake of the Wood. I'm just looking
Where,
at Pike
Minnesota?
Lakes. Yeah. Oh, Leech Lake. I forgot about that. My grandfather was telling me about it. He's like, that is one of the best lakes if you want to go for walleye.
Yeah.
At least, or around us. It's.
I don't know. Should I tow my boat out there when I go, or could we get it into that lake? Is there a boat launch?
What? Wait, what? Which lake?
At your lake there.
Oh, yeah.
I could get it in there.
No, you don't have to tow it because my uncle has a boat there.
What kind? Is it a fishing boat at least?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He used it a lot for fishing. I know nothing about boats. It's probably about 14. It's either from 12 to 16 feet long.
No, that's like my boat. That's the same as my boat.
It's like pretty.
Dude, I just want to tow my boat across the country.
motor
That's
on
all I want to do. It's got a motor on it. That's good. That's a plus.
Yeah, because we use just
Paddle boats.
rowboats. The old rows. Just hitting it. My grandmother's like, those damn jet skiers. She hates jet skiers so much.
Well, don't we all?
Yeah, but she's like, all they're doing, going around, polluting our lake, messing up all the weeds.
Well, I have the trolling motor on mine.
No, that's fine. That's what.
You just toot it around.
No, she doesn't actually care that much, but she just doesn't like jet skiers. You ask her, and she will.
Yeah, especially when you're fishing.
Yeah, but yeah, we take the old.
You think there's still walleye in there, dude? Because we could troll with that my boat and actually try to find them.
I'm sure there's a few, but
how deep does it get again?
90 something.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they used to stock Lakers in there back in the
I wonder if
70s.
I wonder if there's some of those left.
I think it was the 70s. I don't know.
Are there trout in there or just
no? They just stock Lakers.
Are there any rocky points or anything that run down the water and stuff like that?
There's a sandbar.
That could be very good for walleye.
That's where Adam caught his walleye there because he's only caught one there, and that's it.
Yeah, if we just go there and run some deep cranks and stuff, I bet we could find some. Because they're very good at lasting in places.
Oh yeah, walleye. Oh yeah.
Because they'll eat whatever's in front of them.
And then there's their main spots. So you live here, go around Pike Gulch. It's a deep spot loaded with pike.
Yeah.
Like they catch 15, 20 pounders. My grandfather's friend does. Right out of there all the time. And then on the sandbar, which is like to the right of it, then you go back, there's that second bay, really good for bass.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go a little around, then there's crappie, he calls it Crappie Gulch, because there's a bunch of weeds and it's deeper.
Mm-hmm.
You just go around in circles with like a fly rod.
Yeah.
They go all over it.
Oh, and kind of drift troll it?
Yeah. And then Pike Point, which is where the gnome caught his big pike, and then the other bay, which is next to us with everything.
So what you're saying is you fished it a little bit? As he maps out the entire lake in his head?
Dude, that lake. I know it sounds stupid, but I've never been skunked at that lake. Besides ice fishing one time, but it was like -20.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I would have called it a day on that.
It wasn't really pleasurable.
But dude, now I really want to try the Salmon River up in New York.
Yeah.
Like that just sounds like so much damn fun.
I'm thinking about the walleye thing. I don't think so. Andy, one of my grandfather's friends, he's like, if there was a lot of walleye, I mean, we never catch, but we don't really go for walleye.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, if there was a lot of walleye in here, we'd get a lot of people at this lake.
Mm-hmm.
There's barely people at the boat launch ever.
Yeah.
It's mostly just the locals that are there that fish it. But,
unless it's just like a little hidden gem that nobody hits.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because like I said, walleye are a very sustainable fish. If they're in a good place, they'll just consistently stay there.
Star Lake. We got to go to Star Lake.
Is that close?
Yeah, that's like 15 minutes
walleye
away.
Place?
They have everything. I don't know much about it, but my grandfather loves it because he's like, well, we used to go there, go fishing. Then they have like a restaurant right on the shore there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And so he's like, oh yeah, so we go over to the restaurant after. And I was like, yeah, that sounds good.
That's what I'm saying. If I could bring my boat out there, you and I could go wherever the hell we want.
All over.
But I was also kind of just thinking we could look up into Maine or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Because there's some very good trout lakes up there for certain. Some good pike lakes, walleye. Definitely trout lakes though. I'd like to find a good lake up there, especially because I might end up going to school up there. So if we could do a couple trips up and like find some fish up in that area, even if like we kind of like go like near where I'm gonna be in college and stay a few days in like a cheap hotel or something, and then just fish out of there and try to find a couple lakes to fish.
Right.
And then in the future, like I could just stay up there and like you guys could come and meet me, fish it, and then come back home. Or
because Big Mike would love
Mike would love it. Well, he might even come along for the festivities. But that could be a good idea. Like I said, a couple of those lakes in Northwest Connecticut. Now, my dad's buddy lives up there, or has a place up there, and they're staying there for the summer pretty much. And dude, that lake is ridiculous pike fishing, Bantam. So
let's do it.
Yeah,
let's
you and I could have a ball there. And it's huge too, so there's no shortage of area to look.
Good, I love pike.
But and I'm talking big, like 8-10 pounders consistently out of there. So
good.
Yeah.
And I like eating pike too.
Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not cleaning them.
It's weird.
I'm not cleaning them.
Pike are good.
But well, then we have patchogue too that we were catching them out of.
Yeah.
I bet, especially if we go in the spring or the fall, we could definitely find them for real there. Because what did we get?
Yeah.
We caught 2 and we probably had 3 or 4 more hits.
Yeah.
So that's what 5-6 fish that we at least saw.
Right. And if we hit the fall, there was that. The first one we caught was that deep spot with like the.
Well, we caught them all in the deep because it was hot as hell.
It was hot as hell, yeah.
But if it's the water's a little cooler and they're pushed up shallow, I bet we could smack them there pretty good. And that's a little closer too. That's only half an hour.
Yeah, and their prime time is like fall. That's best for they're fattening up and they got a lot of energy for some reason.
True.
At that point, they like love that cold shit. But yeah.
Any other ideas to throw out there? Wait, almost
muskie.
Oh man, I wish we had muskie places around. I'd love to just catch one. I've only seen one in person. My dad caught it through the ice even, which is pretty cool.
Damn.
Like a 7 or 8 pounder.
I hooked one and then it snapped on in Minnesota. I was bullheading with
Ouch.
bacon. Bacon.
Alrighty.
That's key.
It's one way to do it. But I don't know, I'd like to find a good lake, trout lake, especially like up in Maine, like I was talking about. That would be pretty sweet. I'd also I keep talking about the Seven River in New York, but I'd like to catch a steelhead because I've never caught one. My sister's caught one when we fished Lake Michigan that one year. That was a pretty cool trip.
Exotic trout fishing. We should like target some like tiger trout and some just weird shit.
Tiger trout are almost impossible because they're just a mixed hybrid, so you have to like just kind of get
trout
lucky, on a stock place. My grandfather caught one 5 or 6 years ago. Cool looking thing, dude.
You know what we should do? Take a big trip. We should do it when we're older. Big trip and go out west and do like hike the mountains and go fishing out there.
Dude,
that would be awesome.
Hang on, I said after that I would talk about another trip after Minnesota, and I never talked about it. So my father and his good buddy, the ones that we fish with all the time, my dad and his buddy Todd. You've seen both of them in videos, saltwater videos, especially if you've been here in the past, or you can go back now and look at them. Or wait till after the podcast and then go look at them. And you'll see my dad and Todd. There's one video where Todd smacks a double sea bass. Both of them are like 23 inches, dude. Like just huge, 2 huge sea bass. Dude, we thought it was a doormat fluke because it kind of did like the big head shakes and then kind of stopped for a bit and then started doing it. And we're like, dude, this thing's going to be a 10-pound fluke. No, it was just 2 massive sea bass. But nevertheless, my cousin Andrew, he hasn't been on the channel at all because we really started doing videos this year.
Yeah.
And obviously they didn't come because of COVID and everything. And when they did come, we didn't really get video. But he lives in Arizona, so he doesn't fish much, even though we went fishing out there and it's pretty sweet. But we were talking about those two, so my dad and Todd possibly bringing us somewhere as a graduation present.
Yeah,
with our cousin Justin as a graduation present. And we're kind of throwing ideas around that. We're not sure. because we're also going to Sedona, Arizona in the summer in July. So we might also run to San Diego and fish there, which would equal tuna fishing, which would be pretty badass. But there was still discussion of maybe doing something else, maybe a little smaller than. Because originally we were talking about maybe like Florida or somewhere, Louisiana, like somewhere down south, and do some crazy offshore stuff, or one of the Great Lakes for a couple days and like doing like one day of like trout and salmon and one day of walleye, or just 2 ridiculous days of walleye or something. But so I don't know if we'll still do that, but I think it might depend if we go somewhere in Sedona when we're in Sedona, Arizona or not. But at some point there will be a big graduation present trip in some way, shape, or form. So there will be something from that. Dude, I'm excited as hell now because we're talking about a lot of cool shit. Like, it just hit me. I'm like, all right, so now we're talking about Salmon River, New York, maybe a trip to Missouri, catfish, crappie, stripers, maybe hunting. Probably not if I do that now that I looked, but I wish I could. But those 2 are kind of a juggle with one another. I'll probably do one or the other, unless Max and I go to Salmon River together and on a separate trip. Then either San Diego or some other mystery location. Then going to friggin' Minnesota, fishing the lakes around there. Maybe a Great Lake for certain. Maybe going up to Maine, dude. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, and your buddies aren't subscribed yet, go talk to people. Go subscribe right now. I know I'm saying this late in the podcast, and there's probably less people that are going to see this, but go subscribe now, because regardless of how many of these trips we actually do, we're at least getting 1 or 2 of them. Guaranteed at least 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 big trips. Right. New stuff is happening on top of the stuff we already did. So on top of coyote hunting, on top of trout and crappie fishing, on top of saltwater fishing, on top of turkey fishing. Some serious deer hunting, too. Some serious deer hunting for Max over on his channel, most like. But between like, you can come along though. Oh hell yeah, if I'm around, dude. Right. But and we'll start plugging his channel once he starts putting videos on it, and we'll try to help build each other together. But along with all of that stuff, we could be putting big trips on top of it, which is just awesome. And like I said, personally, with school stuff, I'm under a hell of a lot of stress. Once that's over, dude, and I'm out and I can literally just fish and hunt. And I love working, to be honest. So when I'm fishing, hunting, and working, because obviously working equals money. Happy dog. Exactly. I'm a happy guy. Happy dog. Happy dog. Okay, that was really stupid. Yeah, but I actually really like my job, and I like making money because then I can put money towards the things I enjoy. And you feel good. And you feel good about it. But if I can literally just do all those 3 things and then put that toward all those together and go towards bigger trips, dude, I think it'll be a kick-ass 2021. Just overall. Yeah. I think it'll be pretty kick-ass. Oh, yeah. Dude, now I'm super excited. And it's months away from all this crazy stuff. I'm super excited. Like I said, I'm even excited just to do the little stuff that we usually do. Right. But then to like have at least a possibility of doing other crazy things, even if a couple of them fall through, we'll do something. And just knowing you, me, my father, Andrew, whenever we see him, if he might, or we were talking about maybe me going back to Arizona, like Phoenix with them. I don't know if that'll happen, but then we were also talking about bringing him back here, which is more likely to happen, which means he'll be here. He'll want to do crazy shit. He might go on a big trip. Like him and I might go on a big trip and do something. So if Max might come along with that, my cousin Justin, he hasn't been on the channel either, but he might come. Dude, there's so many opportunities to do that. You want to see a kid horse a fish? Want to see a kid who's a horse? Yeah, my cousin Justin, he's like, he might be watching one of these videos sometime. He's a big kid. He's like 6'4", like 195, 200, just a big solid kid. He can kick ass on some fish, I'll tell you that. He can kick a fish's ass through and through. But yeah, this is like a long way of saying cool stuff's happening. Yeah. No matter who's there might be a bunch of people involved that might be like just Max or I at certain points. It might be just us. Stuff's gonna happen, guys. Yeah, stuff's happening. There's going to be awesome videos. So like I said, if you're not subscribed now or you're not checking videos out now, come along for the ride and definitely subscribe. Get on the Instagram for updates because that's where we're going to do most of the updates. Except with our podcast, we do a lot of updates. So like we'll say like what's coming up. We're very good at that of just saying what's coming up now, even if it's at the start or the end. It depends because sometimes we just get sidetracked and get right into a topic like we're kind of doing now.
Right.
But we'll kind of, I mean, this one's based on literally telling people what's happening. So like we can literally like say like, all right, or with the Instagram, we can then say like, all right, we're doing this week, expect these videos, but then we'll also plug it in podcasts, especially every once in a while in the outro of a video, I'll plug something. But like I said, Max is going to get his YouTube going at some point. Hopefully, I don't know if it'll be like next month or April or a week from now or what, but something will be happening there hopefully. And then I think this is gonna kind of both of us is gonna be our main thing. But then like I have a feeling you'll probably end up doing more stuff with like the chickens and all that because all the outdoor stuff, most of it we do together. So we'll go here anyways. Right. But then like your Florida trip, because I obviously won't be there. That can go right on your channel or hunting in the fall because I might not be around as much. That could go on your channel. I don't know. I'm just excited as hell.
We got it. No, we got to do it.
You're giving me another idea. Do it. Give me another idea.
Yeah, but this might happen years from now.
Oh, could be. Do it this year.
Could be 10-year top.
No. What is it?
I'm saying, what we got to do?
No, tell me.
We have to go to the Rocky Mountains and hike there and do like trout fishing up there. We got this you just hike the mountains and trout fish.
I'd love to do an elk hunt out there too. Oh my God, good Lord!
Big time. Hopefully, I'll end up somewhere out in the Rockies.
So we can elk hunt out
there.
So
you'll be coming for free adventures, elk, mule deer, whites, and all.
But dude, I'm excited as hell about this year. I'm shaking with joy right now, dude. Yeah. I'm excited.
I gotta start a business this year. That was my one goal, is to start a business this year.
I want to build the guide business too.
Yeah.
Just keep it going.
Keep it
going. Get out to Minnesota with some funds. I really want to get out to Minnesota this year. I've literally been talking about it since I was like 12 years old, trying to get out to Minnesota. The only problem is, obviously, I couldn't drive when I was 12, 13 years old, and my parents didn't have time to bring me out there. So now that I could. You got it. One of those. Now that I can, there we go out there on my own. Now I may actually be able to do it.
Yeah.
Like I said, scheduling stuff, we'll figure it out. I don't know exactly when that would be. It could be June. It could be late July. It could be mid-August, early August. But I would definitely love to get out there. I know your grandparents have been asking me for a couple of years too, so they'd be more than happy to have me.
Yeah.
I love seeing your grandparents too. Hearing your grandfather tell 800 stories a night, dude. I mean, come on. And they're crazy stories.
Oh, yeah. Or getting pissed off at the news too. Or when he wakes up, it's so funny. Wakes up at like 3 or 2 in the morning. Oh, it's happy potty time. Shut up, Ronald.
Shut up, Ronald.
She gets so pissed off at him.
But yeah, I'd love to go out to Minnesota. I'm literally going to text my godfather this weekend about Missouri and get a quick answer on that. Yep. So, I mean, we kind of shot ideas off, but I might go home right now and make a friggin' schedule and talk to my parents about it. Make some chicken. Yeah. Make some cash on the side and start getting funds.
Uncle Bucks.
I mean, right now I'm working too. I do snow stuff, so I mean, I don't get paid right away, but I have money coming in from that. And then once snow melts, I'm right back to landscaping work. So.
Yeah, well, the spring is good because that's when most of it probably goes.
Yeah, the really crazy stuff.
Right, mulching, cutting grass, etc.
Yeah,
clearing limbs and all kinds of junk.
Yeah, don't remind me. No, like I said, I like my job though. I'd rather get out there and do stuff with my hands and do stuff I'm good at than
Yeah.
and be outside than be stuck in a friggin' Wendy's cash register or something.
This farm I was offered a job at, it's a horse farm. Or
Where at?
Ledgebrook, I think. Ledgebrook Farm, I think it's called.
Oh,
Something like that. But they just do horses and.
Mm-hmm. My dad's buddy, his wife owns a farm too. If you want to look there to do hay, because that's where Justin and I work for the summer.
Cato Corner Farm, like up in
Yep.
Yeah, Adam used to work there. They have a lot more than just horses, and I want to work with cattle and hogs and whatnot. So yeah, probably.
Yeah, good under the table pay too.
Yeah. Because he made pretty good money there, but I mean, he spent it all on clothes.
Sounds about right. Yeah, like I said, a lot of money. I have a feeling Matt's gonna do the same thing, even if it's just saving it for Minnesota. But if we do schedule out trips, money is gonna be saved towards those, and we'll budget out and figure all that stuff out.
Right.
But I don't know. I think that's a good set of ideas. Like I said, I'm probably literally gonna go home and start talking and scheduling things out right now, like as I speak. Now that we have like that bigger set of ideas of trips we would really like to do,
we can thin them out.
Yeah, and then we can figure out which ones work, which ones don't.
Yeah, or do them all. You just gotta set.
Dude, I honestly don't care if I'm traveling every week
Fine by me.
of the summer,
I actually
as
love
long
traveling.
as I have the funds to do it.
I love traveling.
Yeah, or even if like I work 7 days one week and then travel a week and then just take a day like at a hotel or whatever and chill out.
Yeah.
And then just fish for a few days, come back, work, fish for a few days, like just kind of in and out. As long as I'm still like stacking money on top, like I don't want to just dump funds out. I don't want to like make money and then just dump it away. But that would be pretty sweet.
I still want to have some money.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good way to not only put stuff on the channel but grow the channel too, because different stuff is fun. Clickbait, no, I'm just kidding. I clickbait a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely clickbait a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. I get in on the game. But dude, I'm literally gonna go home and start like talking about stuff.
Good.
And then I can hopefully get we could literally talk about it on the ice this weekend. Like thin out plans and kind of get you in on it. But that would also mean you'd have to learn if you're going to Minnesota for the full summer,
right?
Which you might not get an answer to till later.
I don't know,
because I know they're talking with the vaccine optimal herd immunity between May and July.
I don't know what the hell that means.
So like a high enough level of vaccination to go to like a general normalcy.
Yeah. My grandfather he's good. He got
that's
both,
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
he got both of his. My grandmother was scheduled to go get it, but
Her second one?
No, just get her first
Oh,
one.
okay.
Supply ran out, so they're getting some more. And
But especially if they get it, then you and I can go out there
Right.
and it's fine.
exactly, they don't. I mean, if we get sick, we're both pretty damn healthy to the point where we most likely will just quarantine ourselves. We go fishing.
fine.
We go fishing.
Yeah,
still.
that's where I'm freaking quarantine.
Yeah.
You can stay in the house. I'm quarantining on the water.
Yeah, because in the kids' cabin down there,
Mhm.
we don't actually stay. I mean, you can stay down there.
Yeah.
There's beds, electricity, but like we could literally
Mhm.
live down there.
Yeah, like I said, I think just the main thing now is just scheduling, budgeting, and then booking
Do
stuff if it needs to be booked.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is a lot of the stuff we can do can either be done on the fly, so like hotels and stuff, because
Right.
we're doing it on our own,
Right.
or it's with family, friends, stuff like that, that we can obviously don't need to book a hotel.
That
with
would
them.
be awesome traveling the Midwest because you and we can see when I drive my parents, my grandparents, they won't stop to go, oh, take a picture of this or let's go fishing. So we could stop
Dude,
at
I
lakes.
just go.
Well, we could stop at lakes and go fishing.
Yeah, even if we make it a 2-day trip and pick one
Hey.
lake to stop at on the way
Just
and
like
fish it for 5-6 hours.
Not even we could fish for 1 hour. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just take little.
I want to maybe try to find a really good freshwater striper lake. That's what I'd like to do.
Dude, I love traveling the Midwest.
Mhm.
I love the Midwest. If I get enough money and I can afford, if I become a millionaire, which is hopefully gonna happen, I'll work on it.
Well, I know you and I are not quick money people.
Right.
We definitely
Yeah.
dig down and build.
Yeah, but I definitely would want a place in the Midwest. I don't know. I love the Midwest, farm
Mhm.
fields, all that. But
Yeah, like I said, we'll go on and I'm going to start scheduling, budgeting, looking at stuff, especially because now I know those exams are out of the equation, so I can work then to get some money behind me. Get a little stress off the back too, and be able to focus on fishing and having a damn good time before college.
Right. Yeah.
I'm excited as hell. Now that we like talk through and we have ideas. So like I'll just throw the ideas on the table one more time. So for me, it's Missouri. Possibly, maybe not. For Max, it's definitely he's going to Florida April break. We're gonna find out literally right after this when his April break is.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure out if him and I can do something on my April break when he's not. Or if they line up, then he just goes on his trip and I'm saddling him. No, I'm just kidding. But then I'll go do something and then we'll both be getting video hopefully. We talked about the Salmon River in New York, big time steelhead place, which his brother Adam, was he actually in the video in the self-defense one? I think he didn't go in.
No, he didn't
he
go
wasn't
in
it, but he walked in.
Yeah,
you guys haven't
he's
seen
a
it.
punk.
He's a punk. You guys haven't seen him yet. But he did that trip or a trip up at the Salmon River in New York and caught some steelhead and stuff. So he knows a little bit of how it goes up there. So obviously talk to him a little bit about it if needed.
He's cute, though, ladies. He's single.
Easy. No,
he's not
we're not
looking for a relationship. He's not looking for a relationship.
We'll plug channels and stuff. We're not plugging your brother. Okay. We'll plug the business. We're not plugging your brother. But so Max, Florida, me, Missouri, the Salmon River in New York, possibly. I'm going to Sedona, hopefully with a side trip to San Diego to tuna fish. Depending on if that happens or not. We're going to Sedona, I know that.
Yeah.
This doesn't matter if we go to San Diego. If not that, then we might do a graduation fishing trip with my cousins. The stuff we normally do, that's not a trip. Maybe a trip to like Maine, upstate New York, something like that. New Hampshire, somewhere up there to do stuff.
Some big time fishing out in like Oregon.
So right there is like 6 possible. Oh, and then Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously we might if I go to Minnesota, we'll fish a Great Lake there. So that's like another like half trip on that.
Yeah.
So literally we have 8 possible trips to work with.
Yeah. Well, and there's
like I said, even if we do half of them.
Right.
So like I know I'm going to Sedona, so let's say I do fish San Diego there.
I know I'm going to Florida.
Yeah.
So
you going to Florida. So those are definite, at least definite. I might even do stuff from Sedona that isn't like fishing and hunting because it's such a cool place and like it's Arizona.
Like
it's cool.
hiking.
Yeah, like cool shit like that. So
it is an
out of that.
Channel. It's an outdoors channel.
Yes, exactly. So that might actually be a video. So that's actually 2 trips that we'll probably get videos out of, even if I don't fish. If I fish, especially, that's a trip.
Yeah.
So let's say those two are definite.
Okay.
100%. And then we'll probably say Minnesota's definite too, because you're going out there at some point, even if it's not for the full thing, and you can do video out there. So those are 3 definites.
Right.
And then obviously we can choose from the others. I may go to Missouri. I need to figure that out. Obviously, like I said, I'll probably figure it out literally this weekend or next week. So we have 3 definites and then 5 maybes to choose from. And in my estimation, we'll probably choose 2 of them.
Yeah,
at least one or 2 of them. I don't know. I'd really like the Salmon River, New York idea. I think it's a good one to split stuff on. If we're in Minnesota, then the Lake Superior trip would also be a great one to just add on to.
The nice thing up there, my grandfather and I, when we took a day up there, you go off. I don't remember what trail it was, but you can go. It's off road, not really off roading, but you go on like a dirt trail. But there's lakes everywhere, and you can fish all those. Like, I fished
all the
a
little
few
lakes and stuff.
Yeah, but if we bring
we can almost make that a 2-day thing.
Right.
Oh, there's lakes that you can put a boat in.
Yeah. So and we never got to go on the boat because we didn't bring the boat. So we just casted, but some of those lakes are good.
The only thing is I wouldn't want to bring the boat there and then leave it while we go on a charter or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
But even that, so like if we have the 3 definite trips, so we have Florida, Sedona, Minnesota. If I go to Minnesota, we're definitely doing something ridiculous. Whether it's Mille Lacs, it's Lake Superior, even just another bigger lake there.
Pike.
We're doing some big
trip. Dude, Olson would be big because chances are we pull some massive fish out of there.
But we're doing something big there.
Yeah.
So that's definitely another trip.
Coyote hunting, possibly. Possibly.
So that's a trip with another trip put on top of it.
Right.
Even if we do multiple of those, who knows? Especially with both of us pooling funds together, and probably your grandparents or parents will throw something in that, knowing them. And then like I said, I really want to do the Salmon River, so I think those are probably our big 5 to do.
Yeah.
And then figure out if Missouri's in there.
Yeah.
Or not. So that would be 6 of the 8, and then the other 2 could maybe get added on. That's pretty badass.
That's a lot.
So I mean, it's not like friggin' like Africa, Australia, like the crazy like extreme go do places big trip. But like for us, like the common folk, it's fun stuff. It's new stuff. It's cool stuff.
Oh, and some hopefully big hunting coming.
Some big hunting. I'd love to do some hunting.
Dude, just like the deer, because we got.
Well, you're a bigger deer hunter than me, so.
Oh man, I'm excited.
But yeah, that's kind of the outlook for at least the first half of 2021, because that'll run through August. Then, like I said, Max might take the reins a little more in the fall, and even if it's on his channel, and I steal some stuff for this channel, but we'll definitely try to get his channel up and running and kind of keep it rocking in the fall and stuff while I'm away. And but yeah, that's kind of the outlook and our ideas for. Dude, I am so happy now. Now that we're talking about this stuff, I am so ecstatic to try something. But that's kind of our ideas for at least the first half up to the summer of 2021. So what's that? 8 months in.
You got to give it a good last push because you're going to college.
Yes, sir. So. Dude, I want to give it. Well, that's 2/3. That's 2/3 of 2021. Yeah. It's till August. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm going home and scheduling. Like I said, right as soon as I go, I'm budgeting and scheduling.
Right away.
But yeah, if you're interested in that, like I said earlier, definitely go subscribe, check out previous videos, support us, grow the channel, share with people, help us grow so we can share our experiences with other people. We'll be forever grateful for every person that comes along for the ride. I was looking at analytics, and we're about a little more than 50-50 on subscriber to non-subscriber. So there's people watching videos that aren't subscribed. So if you're with the podcast, it's more subscriber based, as I've said in the past. But if you're not subscribed, go subscribe now. Definitely help us. Comment is the big thing on YouTube lately with the algorithm. So definitely subscribe, comment, like the video, like our podcast. You can go check out our other podcasts. We talk about all kinds of different stuff, which means future podcasts give us ideas and we'll talk about them if it's a legitimate topic. As we go on, we might start blending topics because obviously there's only so many things you could talk about. Or so many things you can talk about in a subject, so might start blending stuff. Podcasts are every Friday, depending on schedule. Usually it's 6:30. Today we're a little early because I had the evening off, which was nice. But yeah, definitely go support the channel in any way. Tell some friends. Go check out our links below. You can book a guide service or go to our guide service and book a guided trip here in Connecticut. Check out our 2 Instagrams, and you can reach out to both of us there, whoever you want to talk to more. It'll probably be Max. He's the nice one. I'm just kidding. He's mean. All right, no, I'm just kidding again. But yeah, definitely look forward to the stuff on the channel. I'll keep talking about it on Instagram, especially in the podcast on the channel as those trips come up. If we really do get a couple of them set in stone more. So like he said, the Florida one, 100% in stone. The Sedona one for me out in Arizona, 100% set in stone. But expect us to kind of give you updates on what's happening if any of those other trips really get set. And I mean, you got anything else to add before we wrap up?
No, I think we wrapped it all good.
All right, so subscribe, like, comment.
Notification
bell.
bell.
He always beats me to it. So I figured I'd let him say it, but hit the notification bell. Like I said before, comments and likes seem to be the big thing for the algorithm. So definitely hit those and help us out. And I mean, until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Max.
This has been the Big Bird Outdoors Podcast. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Adios.
End.